Welcome, everybody, and welcome to everybody out there coming to us on TOH.com, YouTube, Facebook. Say hello to our insiders and to the Tommy Awards. How are you guys doing? Who's who? What's your name?
Luke Jansen from
Luke?
Derby, Kansas.
Kansas?
Yeah.
Good man. Coming all the way to Boston. Where'd everyone else come from? Shout it out. Where? Connecticut. California. Rhode Island. Michigan. Jersey. California over here. All right. Awesome. All right. So this is our second annual Tommy Awards. We'll tell you all about it. But first, let's bring the man in. Put your hands together. Mr. Silver. Tommy, here he is. Tommy, are you up for another year?
Oh, I'm psyched.
Good, because we're starting.
I know.
Because it's like right now.
I love seeing these projects come
Yeah,
in.
absolutely.
Great stuff.
So the Tommy Awards are for our insiders. They put out some of their favorite projects. We cull through hundreds of submissions from, as you just heard, all over the country. Tommy goes through them, picks his favorite, and that's what we're celebrating today. And this is for This Old House Insiders. If you're unaware, it is a membership program that we have, and insiders have a whole bunch of benefits that they get. They will get unlimited streaming of This Old House, Ask This Old House, as well as the New Yankee Workshop. They have unlimited access to all of the digital content from our magazine and on the website. There are also job site
visits. They come to see and have lunch and ask questions, but they can't touch any tools. But no, it's fun. They get to come on site and see how we shoot it on a day.
Yeah, and we've got webcams live on the job sites, and answering the questions a couple times a month. We actually allow insiders to write in, to contact us live, so they can pick the big brains of these guys, get all the things. Anyway, there are a lot of great things with insiders, and in addition to that, you can join us once a year for the Tommy Awards and the big surprises and the big categories.
And this is that day.
This is that day. All right. So there are 6 categories that we are going to recognize, and they are from single room renovations to specialty renovations to great ideas, standalone projects,
They're big projects.
little projects, furniture projects, the whole deal.
Yeah, the whole deal, everything.
Ready to get going? You guys ready to get going? There you go. Yeah. All right, we're going to dive right into it. So the first category is Best Kitchen and Bath Renovation, and it is probably the 2 most frequently renovated rooms in the house, and sometimes the most difficult.
And most times the most expensive. But you touch everything with the kitchen renovation, from demo to wiring, plumbing, cabinets install, leveling floors, straightening walls, plastering, insulation. You do it all, and tiling.
You do it all, and our winners this year did it all. They are a husband and wife team. They took a bathroom from the 1990s, took it back to the studs. Please put your hands together, and for Sean and Rosie from San Jose, California, come on up, you two. Come on up. There we go. Sean, nice to meet you.
Hey, Sean, nice to meet you.
Rosie, nice to meet you.
Hey, Rosie, nice to meet
right
you.
Here. California,
Yeah.
That's a big effort. We appreciate it.
Yeah.
You
Wow.
may know that we've been going back and forth to Paradise, California. It's a long trip, Cali to
long trip.
Boston. So thank you for joining us. Thank you for being
thank
insiders. So let's talk about the project. We've got some pictures of what you guys started with. Help us out here.
And this is before.
Yeah, so this is the house as we bought it. The bathtub was actually original from the house. It was built
Old
in
steel-
'79.
old steel
yeah, just a
bathtub, yeah.
steel tub. And then the previous owners remodeled it in like the mid '90s, but
So
it was
it was
fairly
definitely time
builder
for an
basic.
update.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It wasn't very nice.
Now that's a small bathroom, 5 by
yeah,
5.
yeah, it was 5 by 5, so it's just a 5-foot square.
Yeah, and that's pretty standard. The reason they made the bathrooms 5 feet is because that was the size of the standard bathtub.
Right.
Slip it right in there, but you
Yep.
had over a 300-pound
Yeah,
tub
so
to
we
put in
replaced it with a cast iron tub,
Yeah.
and that was very heavy.
there.
So
You guys put that in by yourself?
we did
We
just the
did.
2 of us.
Whoa,
Yeah.
we had to work out first, right?
Yeah. A dolly helped us most of the way. But yeah, we basically rolled it into the bathroom.
Yeah.
And I kind of kicked it in.
Yeah.
Did I see pictures of a concrete countertop?
Yeah, we made our own concrete countertop.
Good for you.
yeah.
Holy
So
smokes.
I read in your in the thing that you wrote that you said you dyed it with latex paint.
I did. Yeah, I read that you can do that on the internet.
Yeah.
So I
You can't believe everything. that you do on the internet.
Whatever's on the internet works.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so you
but,
replace some of the water with paint,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
it just makes the concrete really. And then I use some of the black dye as well, just to make sure it's really black.
Yeah,
and it
good
looks
idea.
perfect. Yeah.
So you have to paint it, I think, every 5 years. No, I'm
Uh,
kidding.
Now you know. Now
Yeah.
you know.
You
So
spend
take
a-
a look at the after shots right here, and just how beautiful this turned
Yeah.
out.
Did a nice straight tile job.
my
you
wife
spent a lot
Rosie
of
did all the tiling.
lining
You
up
did all the tiling,
those
Rosie?
ponds.
It was a lot of tiles.
Yeah.
Nice job.
1,500 tiles, I think we
1,500.
counted.
Wow,
all
you
the way to
counted
the
them?
ceilings. Yeah. Well,
Wow.
it's easy math.
And look at the countertop, and you're going
Yeah,
over the back of the toilet. That's brilliant.
Yeah,
Right?
very
Customized
nice.
space.
Very nice. Get a
Yeah.
little more shelf to stand.
Yeah,
You can
it's really nice.
service the toilet, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you guys approve? You guys approve. You approve. All right. Well, every one of our winners gets the Tommy Award prize, a bobblehead. Enjoy that. Congratulations, guys. We appreciate you being
you.
insiders. But we especially
Congratulations.
appreciate you making the long
You did a
trip to
great job.
Boston.
Thank you so
Nice
much.
job. Very well done. All right. So moving right on to the second category. This is what we're calling the most innovative renovation. And it's actually my favorite category because if somebody is willing to do it themselves, if someone's truly a DIYer, then they can take all of the problems in a house, all those idiosyncrasies, those
Yeah.
weird spaces, and they can actually turn them to their advantage. I remember doing it in my house, and putting down floors is great, but when you find this like quirky little
A
nook,
little nook or cranny.
That-
They found one.
they found one. And so you guys put your hands together. Well, actually, I already met you already. So Luke from Derby, Kansas, why don't you come on up here? Give him a hand, ladies and gentlemen.
Luke, nice job.
Nice job, Luke. So let's talk about what you did, and let's talk about what you started with right here. What was the idea? What did you have to figure out?
So we have 2 dogs, so we have a cage for each dog, and it takes up a whole room. So I was looking for an option where we could put them somewhere else where we could free up a room.
Yeah, that's the
So-
garage, right? You know that's the garage. That's out back.
That's my workshop.
Yeah.
All right. No, we want them in the house.
So what made you think of this space?
Whoa, what is this? Is this under the stairs?
That's under the stairs. So I'm not sure if I stumbled across a picture of someone previously doing this, or if it's just an idea that I came up with, but
It's a great idea.
I saw a hole in the wall on the back side, and then talked to my wife about it, and she thought that was a cool idea. And then one day,
Did she really think it was a cool idea?
she did.
She did. Okay.
She did. Up until I was home one day, and then I was like, I think today's going to be the day that I put a hole in the wall. So I did that, and then she came home to a giant hole in the wall and said, "Oh my!" And
Not so cool
Now
anymore.
we're into it. Now we got to do it.
Yep,
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So that's great. Did you have any help?
just my dad, he helped me with the electrical.
Oh, nice.
Because
Yeah.
everything else I was pretty handy to do on my own.
Yeah.
but
So you did the floor, the wallboard in there.
All that.
And that's a real hard space to work
it's about 60 inches or so, so I had to do a lot of crouching and
in. Yeah.
Yeah.
uncomfortable.
And is Dad an electrician or just real handy
He
with the
is.
electric? He is.
Yes.
Oh, that's awesome.
That's nice.
I ran him a circuit and I said, "You got it from here." I ran him a switch.
There you go.
And I said, "You tie it from here."
That's fair. So he
Great.
runs it a little bit, and you got to
Yeah.
finish it the rest of the way. That's completely
That's
fair.
great. It
All right,
looks
well,
great.
let's have a
Thank
look
you.
at what it came out as at the very tail end. I don't know if I actually saw that or not, but we're going to take a look at what it looks at and see if you guys approve of this whole thing. So it's got a swinging door on it. The
got a
dog
swinging
bed is in
door.
there.
I like the idea of the door. Where'd you get that? Did you get it online?
I
or-
came up with that myself. So
Yeah.
all the joints on that are Morrison tin.
Yeah.
I have a router jig and got some metal rod from a metal dealer in Wichita.
Yeah.
That's a great
And then,
idea.
And now you can
Everything
see the
else
2
came up.
dogs in there, and they look like they are very comfortable, happy to be home. So nice
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
You guys approve? You guys approve? All right. Nice job, Luke.
There you go, Luke.
Very
Good
well
job.
done.
Good
Thanks for
job.
coming all this way to
Thanks for
Boston.
sharing that.
So on Ask This Old House, we have got a segment that we call Build It. It's an opportunity for Tommy to show off some of his shop skills. There's a whole bunch of projects, discrete projects, sort of one-off, mostly pieces of furniture. We've done a whole bunch of them over the years.
Yeah, we've done a lot. It's hard to remember some of them. I know we've done some benches. We've done some tables. We did a little table to hold the 50s turntable.
Turntable. Yep,
Turntable.
yep.
A lot of people like that.
Yeah, one of my favorites was we did just a very simple bench, but it was made out of that reclaimed lumber that we pulled out of an old factory. Just found a
People
new life
like
for
to
it.
see the reclaimed lumber. It's pretty popular right now. The live edge. You can do a waterfall edge, all kinds of stuff. But we use metal legs.
That is the Build It segment. And what Tommy does is he actually starts with a prototype. He'll go onto the web, he'll find a picture of something or into a catalog and say, yeah, it's a pretty good idea. Start there and modify it, which is exactly what our homeowner did in this case. So if you guys will put your hands together, we're going to call her up. Alyssa from Cossacks, New Jersey. Come on up. Alyssa, nice to meet you.
Nice job, Alyssa. Nice job.
I said Cossacks. It's Crosswicks? Where is that? Where's it near in Jersey?
Sort of near Princeton.
Near Princeton.
Yeah,
okay,
Princeton,
I'm a
Kentucky.
former Jersey guy, so I'm always curious.
okay.
Absolutely. I'm a little north of you. But anyway, Crosswicks, New Jersey. You had an inspiration.
Yes.
And it was not cheap.
No. And the house I bought was pretty old, so the house needs a lot of work.
1790.
That is
1790s, yeah.
That's it up on the top. That's the inspiration up on the top.
That's the real
Yep.
one up? Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's the
That's the one you
reproduction. So
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yep.
So the inspiration cost how much? Do you
I
think?
think it was almost 1,200.
And you ended up building
About
yours for
200.
$200.
$200. Yeah.
So it's pretty good
Yep.
savings.
Yep.
That's really
Yeah.
good save. And so what's the idea? What is it? This is a desk for
A desk, yeah. I actually work from home. I'm a teleworker, so I spend a lot of time at my desk.
And you have a nice desk to work at.
Yes, everything I need, nice and big, a lot
Yeah.
of room to stretch out.
What are the materials?
Well, the original had a metal base, and I don't know how to weld yet, so I wound up making it all out of wood, and it's very light. Carried up the stairs myself, and
Yeah, I like the
Yeah.
fact that you made that dimensional wood similar to the size of the steel.
yep.
And the joinery looked nice and tight.
Yep. Thank you.
The
Thank
shelves
you.
are all glued together, wide boards.
Thank you very much.
And this is something you've been doing since a little girl. You're a professional woodworker. You've got a big shot. No, none of that.
Not at all.
None of that.
Just started about a year ago when I moved into the house.
Brilliant.
So you moved from a small condo.
Yes, I lived in an apartment in DC for 10 years that was about as big as this area right here. And
Yeah.
now I have a
Yeah.
whole house to work on.
Yeah.
That is awesome. Well, I got to ask you, y'all approve?
Absolutely.
They approve. All right. So the prize for the best Build It right there.
Go right on that new desk.
Thank you so much.
Terrific. Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Great
And you
job.
know, we are always looking for ideas for Build Its. We got one coming up next week. We're actually doing, I think it's a shoe rack. Did we decide on that one?
I think we might do the shoe rack, a little bench to sit on, put your shoes under with a couple of shelves. I haven't figured out how I want to join it yet. Something different.
Anyway, well, we're always looking for ideas, so you guys can feel free to reach out to us, put it in the comments, projects you want to see Tommy build. Anyway, so we are halfway through. We've got 3 of the 6 awards given out. We just wanted to stop here, take a little break, and do something a little different. Not an award, but a special mention in this case. And so let me tell you a very cool story right here. The special mention is going to a young man who is 17 years old. He is an Eagle Scout, among many other things, and he did a special service project for his community. So if you will you put your hands together as we bring up Brendan Smith. Where is Brendan? Brendan, nice to meet you.
Hi, Brendan. Nice to meet you.
Yep. Dad, you want to come up? Where's your dad? Bring your dad up here as well. What's your name? Shane? Shane, nice to meet
Hi,
you. Thank you
Shane.
very
Nice to
much.
meet you.
Pleasure to meet you both.
So, Brendan, tell us about this project. What got you into it, and what were you trying to pull off?
Well, when I was little, my first TV show that I was watching was Bob the Builder.
Yep.
So after that, I went to my church, Assumption Blessed Virgin Mary Church, and I saw these benches, and I thought of redoing the benches. So after I really wanted to do it, but then it couldn't happen because I was in Cub Scouts. So after years, one time when I was in Boy Scouts, I had to do an eco project. So I thought, I was thinking when I was little, I want to rebuild and fix the bench, make it better. So I just did that.
So you built all the frame out of pressure treated,
Yep.
and you used a pre-finished or a composite deck, and a nice little bench on the side, a little table on the side.
Yep.
It was like, how long was it? Like 60 feet of benches or something like that?
Remember how long?
It was pretty big.
Two 12s and two 15s. He was running 2 L shapes that he did side by side.
Yeah.
And just to add, starting at 5, we couldn't get him away from Saturday at 9 a.m. watching your show.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's still been his favorite.
So you're blaming us.
Yes, I am. We're the inspiration.
did
I heard a
nice
little
job.
Bob the Builder in there as well.
Yes.
Well, let me tell you a couple other things about Brendan. In addition to being an Eagle Scout, 500 hours of community service that you have given to your community, which is impressive. 44 merit badges, 5 additional religious awards, and many others, a National Outdoor Award campaign. So we very much appreciate that. We are impressed with what you do, and that earned yourself an honorable mention for today. And we've got a couple things for you.
A couple of things for you. Congratulations.
We are going to give you the bobblehead
You get
as
one
an
of
honorable
these.
mention. There you got one of those. We've also got a special gift for you as well. So Tommy, walk us through this.
All right, so this is a Fest tool. It's a CXS. This is one of my favorite tools. I probably use it all the time. It's a small drill, driver, and screw gun all in one. And I know you'll get a lot of hours and a lot of time out of that, so when you build your projects, it will make it a little bit easier for you.
So that one is for you as well. And we're also very pleased to say that you are going to become an honorary insider. So you've got yourself a subscription to Insider as well. You can dig into all of the material, get inspiration for other projects. All right?
All right.
Terrific.
You're gonna share, right?
Yeah.
You're going to share. You're going to share. How about a big round of applause for Brendan and Thad
Nice job,
Singh?
man.
Nice job. Thank you, guys. Thank you very much.
All right, buddy, thanks.
Thanks, Brendan. Thanks, Brendan. And, Brendan, you're not going to have to share that too much because we've actually got a special surprise, Tommy.
We sure do.
A little bit of an announcement. Everybody here today is actually going to get their own Fest tool.
This is not a. This is actually not a screw gun. This is actually a multi-tool or an oscillating saw, and this is one of the new ones that's battery operated. Very handy tool.
So all of you guys are going to go home with one of these thanks to our good friends at Festool, and hopefully you'll continue to DIY projects using this. All right, so moving right along. All right, our fourth category is the best outdoor project. We have heard time and again from Roger, from Jen, from Mark McCullough that the outdoor space is becoming its own room.
Oh, yeah.
And there are a lot of people who want to sort of put some living space out there, make it nice and comfortable, a very popular project.
It's like a living room outside. A lot of people put a kitchen outside. They have the grill, they have the sinks, they have everything.
And so in this case, the homeowner who wins this category started off thinking, I'm just going to have a deck, maybe a fire pit, and then it evolved from there. And so let's put our hands together as we invite Jay to come on up here. Jay, where are you? State College, Pennsylvania, is that correct?
Nice job, nice job.
Where is State College, Pennsylvania? What's that near?
Right where Penn State University is.
Right where Penn
in
State-
the center of the state.
There you go. Is Penn State the state? I got it. That's why I'm the host. State College. All right, so let's talk about this massive project. We'll start with what you started with.
Yep, a basic flat concrete pad.
That was it.
You
And
built
not-
up on that?
I kept the pad, kept the steps, and the deck is just bolted to that.
Bolted
not,
to that,
Not
yep.
to the house.
Yep, building department let you do that. That's not a problem.
Yep.
And then you decided to put a fireplace on an angle.
Yeah, we tried various plans how we could incorporate a pergola and a fireplace.
Yeah.
And I could never get one that sort of did both without having a post somewhere in the middle.
Right.
So then when we added the fireplace and the pergola together,
That allowed you to
That's how it came
cantilever the pergola out, and I like the fact that you did an arch on that.
yeah.
And the angle of the fireplace there is nice because everybody can appreciate the fireplace.
Yep.
And the stonework, a lot of stonework there.
My wife did a lot of stonework.
Wow, that's
Yeah.
awesome.
Um,
And look at this out. I mean, come on, look at the outside picture. This is absolutely remarkable.
And you built that lattice out of the decking boards,
Yep.
3/4-inch decking boards.
I have a radial arm saw that generated about 3 tons of sawdust.
Oh, yeah.
Making those, and glued it all together. And then my wife stood there with a small foam paint roller
Yeah.
and stained in between every one of those.
Yeah, that's a
holes.
job. That's a
She
job.
spent about 5 hours one day
That's
just
awesome.
staining
That
the
is
wall.
awesome.
So is that a wood burning or a gas burning?
It's just a wood burner.
Just a wood burner.
Oh, that's great.
How long did the whole project take you? How many weekends? How many nights? You remember?
Well, I was working at night, so I could spend my days working on the deck.
Oh, nice.
So I spent probably about a month and a half of
Yeah.
pretty solid time.
And how do you use it now? Good times out there?
Every minute we can spend out there.
Good for you.
believe it.
Good for you.
All right, you guys approve. You guys approve. Absolutely. Congratulations, Jay.
Congratulations. In addition to your deck.
This is the best award I could get right
There
now.
you go. All right.
Thank
I like
you.
to hear that. The best award you can
Yeah,
get right there.
there you
Thank
go.
you very
Thank you.
much. Next category for us is the best single room renovation. And when you do the entire room inside of a house, maybe not as big as a full-blown kitchen, but you can spend a lot of time, a lot of money, and touch a lot of different things when you do a single room renovation, soup to nuts.
Absolutely, and you want to make sure you do it right because you don't want to have to do it again. So to do it right takes a lot of work. Behind the scenes, the things that you see, you want to make the things you don't see work and perform best by taking your time to do it. So when you hang that wall board, it'll be straight and the mirror won't lean away from the wall and all kinds of things.
All kinds of things. All right, well, let's put your hands together as we invite Greg up here. Greg, come on up. Chantilly, Virginia. Greg, nice to meet you.
Nice job, Greg. Nice job.
So this single room renovation for you was taking a room down in the basement.
It was our basement, yes.
Tell us a story. And you actually started, this was not an unfinished basement. You had,
Well, no, I'm a little embarrassed to say that was my mid-'90s renovation of the basement.
you shouldn't be
So you did
embarrassed.
that.
So I did that originally for our basement. It was an unfinished basement, and we did that, and it was mostly for the kids.
Yeah.
There was a bookcase there for put all their toys in, and it was we let them run amok in that room, and carpeted it, and made it friendly for the kids. So it served us
So we
quite.
got good use out of it.
It got a lot of use over those years,
Yeah.
and we wanted to upgrade.
Now, so there were some CAD drawings involved here. Where did these come from?
Well,
Did you have a hand in these?
Well, yeah, I'm an engineer,
Ah.
which is good and bad.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you get stuck in the details and stuff. But before I take on anything, I have to get a plan out there and figure out exactly what I need
Yeah,
in order
yeah.
to do the job.
Yeah. So you drew those.
I drew those, yes.
Yeah. And what was the goal? It wasn't, now that the kids were no longer using it, you wanted to spruce it up, make it a little bit more finished down there?
Yeah, we wanted to
or-
make it finished so that that we could use it not only for ourselves but for guests that
Yeah.
come in.
So
Or
if essentially turned it into sort of like an in-law suite or a guest suite.
a guest suite, as well as if I'm in trouble, I have my shop down there and a few other things there and a well-stocked refrigerator. So
This is my favorite feature, sorry to interrupt, the Murphy bed.
yes, so we decided to put a Murphy bed in because we needed extra space, and I didn't like what the canned stuff that you could get on the thing, so we built that from scratch.
Yeah.
So you used a heavy-duty spring,
Correct.
and that spring allows you to pick it up with less effort and push it back down with little effort.
Yes, so as you can see from that picture, there's door panels on it, so it made that extra heavy, but my wife helped us set all the springs in there, and you can pull it down with one hand, and for guests, they can put it back up, and
And when it's up, it looks like a cabinet on the wall.
that was the goal.
Yeah, it
So,
looks
so
nice.
traditionally called the Murphy bed, in your case maybe the in trouble bed. So this
That-
was like
that is-
just in case you wanted to make sure it wasn't a couch you're sleeping on.
That is indeed correct. After 31 years, it could be either one of us that ends up down there, but
I love it. Well, I mean that is a great job. That place looks absolutely beautiful. Does he get use? Have you had the guests? They stayed down?
Oh, yes, we've had the in-laws and stuff stay there, and a number of other guests. In fact, my son had a friend that was supposed to come for a weekend and stayed a little bit longer than
Oh, yeah, that happens.
If you build it, they will come.
they will come. So it is a hangout for a lot of the neighbor kids and stuff. So
There's
Oh, that's
a lot of
good.
nice touches in it. Really looks
I
beautiful.
appreciate that.
What do y'all think? What do y'all They approve. They approve. Greg, congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Nice
Congratulations.
Job. Nice job,
That
guys.
is awesome. All right, Tommy, just one category left. Do we have time for it? Just barely. We got
You
time
might
for
be
it.
able to get it in.
This is the best whole house renovation.
Big job.
We're talking whole house renovation. And this is, if I haven't already said it, this is the time to remind people. All of the winners this year are, none of them, so this has happened in the past, but this year, none of them are in the trades. There are no professional tradesmen in the winners. So these are all homeowners who have been inspired by who knows what to do it themselves. So
All
keep that in
part-timers.
mind.
Yeah,
All
all
part-timers.
part-timers.
Weekend warriors, keep that in mind when you see just how big this renovation is. And without any further ado, let me call them up here right here. Joseph and, so Joseph, where's Joseph? Joseph, come on up. Give him a round of applause. Joseph, nice to meet you.
All right, so
Hope Valley, Rhode Island.
Yeah, down in turf country.
Down in
turf country, right? Yeah.
Right, all the sod for the ballpark there in Boston comes up from there, from Fenway.
That's
So it
awesome.
comes
A
out
lot
my
of the
area.
sides from our jobs
Yeah.
come from
Comes
down
in that
there.
neighborhood.
Yeah.
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 And Joe is a familiar face. Hope Valley, Rhode Island is only about 25, 30 minutes from our Westerly, Rhode Island project.
Yeah, it's a
thereabouts
town
or
I
something?
grew up in. So yeah, I moved the next town over.
Yeah.
About 10 minutes away.
We've seen you on the job site.
Westerly, Rhode Island, the location of the project that Jeff Sweener worked on for us, the first project of the current season, which we wrapped up about a month and a half ago. Joe, as an insider, you got to come and join us at the wrap party.
Beautiful job. That house looks excellent.
Yeah. Do you have any? Where did all the beer go? We've been looking. We've been needing to talk to you. No.
Well,
it's
I
not
thought
true
it was
at all.
obvious where it went.
With- Anyway, all right. So let's talk about this. What did you start with? Woo! That's what he started.
Well, I started with a ranch, 1978. I bought it probably almost 13 years ago now. The previous homeowner wasn't all that handy. He tried to put a deck on. It was a little lopsided. The steps were all out of
Yeah.
whack. You tripped going up the stairs. The master bedroom was a bump out on the side, but it wasn't done properly, so it was just an extra room when I bought the house.
Nice and
So did you put the
cold.
bump out on the front there, on the right?
I did. I
So
bumped
you
out
did
the front.
everything. You did the garage.
I did. I did the garage. I have a friend of mine.
So this is it right here. We're seeing for this is remarkable.
Yeah.
That's yeah. In a few days, we got to that point.
In a few days.
We pre-built a lot of the walls a month ahead.
No
I had a
kidding.
big trailer I had, and my wife and I and friends of mine spent a couple of weekends just building all the walls that make up the second floor.
Yeah. So when you did that, you had to wait for a certain time to give you a few days to take
Yep.
the roof off
Pull the roof
and
off.
get the new roof on without soaking the house.
Right, right. We watched the weather for about a month or so. This might be the day. No, maybe next week. And then we finally said we can't wait all the time. So, and we went. We jumped in. We got lucky. A rainstorm passed around us about the third or fourth day, and we got everything covered and tarped in a week. And
Wow.
Divine
weather tight.
intervention.
Yeah.
So a one-story ranch that you started with about how many square feet, roughly?
About 1,200 square feet.
1,200 square feet. Turned it into a two-story house with an attached two-car
Attached two-car
garage.
garage, yeah.
And you end up with how many square feet of living space?
About 2,300 square feet of living space now.
And most importantly, what the heck were you thinking? How did you know that you could renovate your entire house and basically do what Mr. Silver and Mr. Sweener do over the course of 6 months with a full crew?
Well, I grew up the son of a carpenter.
Oh, there you go.
The grandson of a carpenter. So it was kind of in my blood to do this
Yeah,
kind of
it's
stuff.
definitely. It gets in your blood.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does.
So,
And you just figured, I got the manpower, I got the time, we're just going to go after
Yeah,
this.
yeah.
Where'd you live during the renovation?
right there in the
Right
house.
there, in the
Yep,
house.
we stayed right there. Open air kitchen. We had pictures looking out.
Skylight.
Skylight, yeah.
Skylight, no glass.
That's it.
Yeah.
Terrific.
That's it.
Now that it's done and you're in it and you're tucked back in, how's it feel?
Well, it's not quite done yet. We're
Oh,
still
never
wrapping
done.
up.
It's never
But,
done.
You know, it's a long project. With just my wife and I working weekends and when we can.
It takes time.
Yeah, and we're trying to do it on a low budget too. So we're not taking out a bunch of loans and
Yeah.
not borrowing a lot of money.
That's a
Just
smart
after
way
we
to
get
do
some-
it.
we
Take
do
breaks every now and then so you don't get.
My father
ticked
always
off.
told me Rome wasn't built in a day.
Yeah. Right.
That's terrific.
Boy, you did a
Awesome.
Great job.
Well, you guys, what do you think? Full house renovation? Full house renovation.
There you go, Justin.
Congratulations, Joe. Come back and join us again. We got another wrap party coming up soon, so put your name in the ring.
Absolutely.
All
There you
right.
go. All right, thank you very much. Okay, second annual Tommy Awards.
Yeah.
Good projects.
Good projects. Great homeowners. They love what they're doing. It's nice to see.
Are you amazed at what some of these people can
I'm
do? I mean, you
amazed.
see this a
I
lot,
mean-
but
I
I mean,
mean,
you've been working next to me, so you must be impressed with
Well,
that.
when working next to you, this is like, whoa. You know? You're still learning. What are you, 18?
Shut up. Okay, anyway, no. Very
Oh,
impressive.
don't get
right?
me going.
No, we don't have enough time. We definitely don't have enough time. But we do have time for one more thing, and that is to actually announce a grand prize winner.
This is great.
This is our grand prize winner this year is going to get a walk-on role with our Cape Ann wrap party. They're actually going to be in the episode.
That's a big deal.
Yep. And so this year's grand prize winner, it's actually Luke from Kansas. So let's
All
give
right,
him a big
Luke.
hand.
Hey.
All right, Tommy, that's the end of him for this year. So what do you think? You're going to come back for a third year?
Absolutely. I think I want to see more projects. I mean, these guys were great. I want to see who else is out there.
It really is remarkable the way they stepped it up, that they finished these projects. Impressive projects on all these folks.
None of them are pros.
Yep. But all of them are insiders, so we thank you guys for that. We thank you for joining the competition and also for making the trip. And we'd like to thank our friends at Festool for making sure that each one of you guys walks away with a tool this afternoon. So thank you all very much. That is a wrap for us. That is it. All right, fellas. All right. Nice job, nice job. Well done, everybody. Who's up for something? All right, here we go. Here we go. Well done, well done.